So I explain that there's really only 4 players in the property market. And the 4 players, like these people are usually player 3. They get caught in this trap.
Yeah.
So quick refresher on what the players are. Player 1 is no money, no knowledge.
Yeah.
So I don't know anything and I've got no money. Player 2 is I've got knowledge because I've studied or learned or I'm involved in the business in some way. I'm involved in the industry in some shape or form. But I've not got any money as yet. Player 3 is I have no knowledge and I have loads of money. So they've usually been successful somewhere else, you know, in business, corporate world. Maybe they've done well selling their own property, they've had an inheritance, these types of things, but they've very little knowledge. So they're relying on someone to give them that knowledge.
Yeah. And
you have player 4 who has lots of knowledge and lots of money. So like player 4 is not going to entertain player 1 and 2. They might maybe player 2 to use as a service, but certainly they're not going to let player 2 guide and direct what they should invest in, because player 4 will have much more knowledge than player 1 or 2. So player 3 is really the target, which is, hey, you've got some money and I can help you place it somewhere.
Yeah.
But what player 3 needs to be wary of is that they should really only be dealing with player 2, not player 1. But if they're all making the same noises, then you need to, like, player 3 might give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yep.
Somebody starting out and so on. So you've just got to weigh up that risk.
Yeah.
You got to know how to analyse. That's why when I was developing the property course, and I was asked, like, who would this be for? And I says, like, a property course might be really good for player 3, because player 3's looking to have a measure of, have I got player 1 or have I got player 2? They would need to know the basics and the fundamentals of like what it is they're getting involved in, and the course would teach them that so that they could identify the player 1 fake it till you make it, I've not got a clue, versus player 2, right, I'm in the game but I'm not quite as where I would like to be, but I have knowledge and skill. Well, if you ask the right questions, because player 3 had studied the course, they could ask the right questions to identify player 1 or player 2. So it's not, it's maybe wrong to say is it their fault, or maybe just a little naive. But naivety when 100, 200, 300,000 purchases is something that heals very fast. So
you definitely need to know what you're doing.